G'day, it's Charlie, and I'm coming to you today from my locals community with your daily dose of business inspiration. Sorry for the wriggle there, I was just getting a little bit more comfortable. Come on over and join me at askcharlieleetham.locals.com. Follow along for free or become a supporter to join in the conversation. To be a supporter, it only costs $2 US per month. That ensures we aren't hit by spammers and trolls, but it also helps me, not makes me, what might make me, helps me keep making content like this, like my podcast, like my tutorials. Now let's get on with our daily dose of business inspiration. Another quote, but this one I'm also going to attribute to oh dear, Next Level University podcast. Again, I like that podcast and they'll often bring up topics that I go, oh yeah, that's a really cool thing. Let's have a chat about it. But let's talk about Zig's uh, quote first and then we'll get into it. Motivation gets you going, habit keeps you there, Zig Ziglar. It's talking about, to me, that talks about consistency. So motivation gets you going. When you start doing something, you're normally motivated, like you're highly motivated. You get out there. I'm not going to talk about business this time. I'm going to talk about fitness and well-being. And let's say you decide you want to lose a couple of kilos, not pounds, kilos, because we're in Australia. We're on the metric system. Let's say you want to lose a couple of kilos and you're like, I really need to lose that couple of kilos. And when you first start out, you're really motivated and I'm going to go for a run. I'm going to go for a walk and I'm going to eat well. And you stock up the fridge with all these lovely vegetables and stuff so that you can eat well. And you get yourself a new pair of joggers and off you go and walk kilometers every day for 1 day, 2 days, maybe a week. The veggies don't get all eaten. They start to go a bit soggy in the fridge. Or, as I call that thing in the bottom, that's really a crisper. It's from rotter because you put them in there. You're like, no, you're not rotten yet. I'm not throwing. Sorry, bad joke. But your motivation starts to wane because it's not easy to do what it is you want to do. You're trying to change a whole heap of things in your life. You're trying to change a whole heap of habits that already exist in your life, and the motivation starts to wane. Now, the motivation is important so that you've got that oomph to get going. The habit keeps you there. Now, one statistic I know, or I believe I know, I've heard, there's the better way of saying it, is that it takes 21 days to form a habit. So if you do something consistently, there's that word that I keep using, consistently for 21 days, it should become habit for you. It should just become ingrained that you do it. If you get up out of bed every morning and go and stretch, I'm not going to even talk about getting out and going for a walk. Just stretch for 5 minutes and you do that consistently for 5 minutes every day for 21 days, you will find that getting out of bed and stretching becomes easier and easier and easier until it just becomes part of your routine. And you miss it when you don't do it. You don't go, oh, I didn't stretch today, whatever. Yeah, oh, I really missed not stretching today. So motivation gets you going, habit keeps you there, and you've got to do that consistently. Do you have to do it perfectly? No, and this is where the Next Level University stuff and the Next Level University podcast comes in. No, I don't think you do. I think that aiming towards perfection, whether you will ever obtain perfection or not, is a good thing. But waiting until you can do something even remotely well before you start doing it is going to hurt you. It's a bad, bad thing. And I encourage you to go and listen to the guys at Next Level University podcast about this. But one of the statistics or one of the studies that was touted is this one, and I don't know what it was, I don't know what the university was, but a group of photographers, there were two groups of photographers. One group was told to go out and take the most perfect photo they could find. Just one photo, but it had to be perfect. absolutely perfect. Had to be the right lighting and the right contrast and the right situation and all of those things. The other group was told it doesn't matter, just go and take photos. Take as many photos as you can and keep taking those photos. At the end of the study, and I don't know how long it was for, and I don't know how many photos they ended up taking, what was interesting was that the worst photo in the fail forward group, in the second group, which was just take as many photos as you can, was better in the end. In that last group of photos, the worst photo they took was better than the most perfect photo that other group took. Why? Because that second group was out there doing it every day, and they were practicing and they were adding on to it, and it was becoming habit to them to look for the right lighting and look for the right situation and look for the right positioning of things and where the sun was and everything that goes into it. It just was becoming habit to them, and they go, oh, that looks like a good photo. Take a good photo. Take a photo. Is it a good photo? They don't know. They didn't care. They just got told to take photos. They went and took photos. So motivation gets you going. Habit keeps you there as long as you're doing it with and being consistent is part of it. What do you guys think? Am I talking bunk again? Is it just all codswallop and all the stuff that goes with it? Do you like the terms I use? They're really odd terms and I really love them. But do you agree? Do you disagree? Leave some comments below. Come across to Locals and have a conversation. Ask charlyleetham.locals.com. Love to actually get into it and see what you guys are thinking, what your experiences are, what's worked for you, what hasn't worked for you. Remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell so you find out when I put up more content. And if you can leave a review, please leave a review. It does help. It helps me refine my content, helps my content get found by others. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you all tomorrow.